Okay, guys, welcome to the Inner Circle call. And if you're watching this, click like, subscribe, and share this video out. Today, we're going to talk about an insider's edge. These are things that I haven't shared before in a while, so I'm sharing it back, and it's marketing mastery to really grow your business, okay? So Kokomo J's Members Only Club is actually, we're just going to be running ads. You're going to see me everywhere. In about a month, we have a whole plan we're going to do after the Expo Domination Conference, which I'll tell you at the end, which is going to be the most sixth event in Miami, aside from Lambo Drew's credit event on August 2nd and 3rd. But either way, they got yours truly there at both of them. It's cutting-edge marketing strategies, lead generation techniques, and the 4 C's that will transform your business growth and trajectory. If you know them, you can put them in the comment below, okay? So marketing is evolution. What's working now? There's nothing working right now. Right now, people are crying for ads. Actually, in an inner circle that we actually filmed right here, my ads buyer, Eddie, let me send this over here. I got to change my number, by the way. My ads buyer, Eddie, he wound up sharing what was working right now. We actually have that. We'll share that video later for the Inner Circle members, but it was the ad creatives, okay? So everything's evolving. So the myth of funnels. So everybody thinks they just need a funnel. I love Russell. Russell's the big thing. You're one funnel away, okay? But it's really asking the right questions, because you can get anybody to go to a website, okay, or a funnel, which a funnel is basically that asks the questions. But if it asks questions to them, you're just going to gather leads that are not qualified, which happens. The right questions equal the right results, especially with asking ChatGPT the right questions, right? So this is the secret. If you're not remember anything this presentation, remember this, the $27 conversation secret. How I got to 50K clients and everything was exactly this. I sold a $49 ebook, I think on Clubhouse back in the day, when we first launched it, that I actually had to give people back their money from, because we launched it so good and got so overwhelmed, okay, that we didn't get to finish the book. We launched it as an idea, but that idea got people booking to actually fly me out to companies. A little $49 ebook led to my first 65K consulting by me building it. Okay, that's why I always start people with an ebook. Very simple. And I always say list this, $49. There's something magic with 7s and 9s. 27, 17 are doing really well. A lot of my friends and marketers are out doing the 27-17. So we said that it's a low ticket bump funnel. I'll show this after this recording, and the Inner Circle. I'll actually show you live our funnels getting built in that, okay? But products priced at 27 driving 80% conversion to a 5K sale. So if you have a 5K, 20K product, you have a $27 ebook or $27 like starter kit, it'll help just brand and get an elite referral network, all right, like my buddy Ken. So 2 powerful lead generation channels. One of them right now is LinkedIn newsletters. This is really hot. I'm going to show you at the end, okay? For anybody's Inner Circle, I'll show you guys. Actually working. You got to be daily consistent on it. But the great thing, if you have a LinkedIn and you start a newsletter, okay, it will actually give you direct access to professional people. The algorithm pushes your newsletter to people into their emails, and it doesn't seem like your normal email. You sign up a newsletter, you're thrown in the spam box. It's nightmare. You're trying to LinkedIn, because they're a trusted source, goes right in the email box when people sign up for LinkedIn with their email, and you can write it. We'll actually show you how to do that later on in today if we have time, or on another Inner Circle Mastermind call. But this positions you as an authority. It's really easy to do. I was talking to Mandy before about an Etsy store that she has. I was like, hey, do a LinkedIn newsletter. This is a strategy that's working right now, okay? And it creates sustainable engagement for pipelines, okay? We just started ours today. You can read it on the Power of Events, okay? Creating content that converts to contacts, okay? So I always talk about the brand story message. Everybody, we had Giuseppe and Ken and everybody on here do the brand story message, but you really want to have problem-solving narratives. So really quick, in Giuseppe's message, he had a story that shared a challenge that he faced, okay, that creates a measurable impact, right? I went from, nothing on my credit cards, from being a hobbyist to an investor, right? So micro case studies, showcase specific metrics, results in bite-sized shareable formats that demonstrate your expertise. This is key. This is why I always say, hey, go get 4 testimonies that work. If you're doing the coaching consulting world, right, you want to get that. But hey, if you're doing a restaurant business, I just was down with one of the nice big restaurants that's building right here out of New York. The guy, Salvatore, big business owner, he might be watching this because he's like, hey, I'm going to check you out later. He knows Tony Robbins, knows all the big names. They even do this. They do winning testimony reviews on their Google, right? It's the same thing as a restaurant, right? Oh my God, the food was so good. The chef is phenomenal, right? And then behind the scenes, give prospect a glimpse of process, building trust, transparency, and authenticity. One thing that I've done extremely well, as I keep getting blown up here, because we have the same number on our automated webinar, It's my business number. You can text anytime to 787-828-9907 anytime. And but text, do not call, all right? So the 4 C's of business, okay? Does anybody know them? If you know them right now, put them in the chat. Let's see. We'll poll everybody. Does anybody know really quick? Tune in. 4 C's, can you read through the line? I just like to be interactive. You can guess one.
Is that code?
Code. Very good. That's the first one.
Capital?
Capital, good.
Collaborations?
Yeah.
I can't read that last.
Content. All right. So very good. So code is very simple to like your Stan Store, your Skool, your Progretta, your Go High Level, right? That's the code, the infrastructure. I coded my own software back in the day, learned a lot about that thing, right? Code is a way to scale, okay? It's the technology infrastructure. You usually need to hire someone like a Divine or one of our VAs to help you navigate some of the stuff if you're high energy. If you're someone like Giuseppe, you can kind of navigate yourself, and then you need to hire someone like me to sell for you, right? So capital is what we all need. Why businesses fail are capital, right? If you get your credit good, like Lambo Drew will tell you, or my buddy Arturo, or anybody that's been in our circle before, you get your credit good and you credit sweep your credit, or you get your credit good, you can actually stay in growth, right? Capital is also sales, right? Like we make a sale today, someone joins, we're running a whole webinar. We're going to be combining all our people are paying $2,000, a couple thousand for one-on-one consulting. We're going to combine them down to a $12,000 inner circle mentorship, $1,000 a month, right? So because of that, I now trained sales ladies this week for the Expo Domination Conference and also for my own internal offer, right? As we scale, they become capital. Okay, so what sales is, and sales is leadership's always done one-on-one. That's always gets the green money. So while I'm away, I could go take another job. If we get the leads in and they're closing to get to this call, that raises capital, right? Collaborations is why you should have a podcast. Ken, you should definitely have a podcast. So you should Giuseppe. We're actually rebranding the Move Miami, which if we have time, I'll show you, is actually building our whole studio. We're going to be recording the Jeff J. Cunningham podcast as we hired on a video guy, and we're going into what the Lord's called me to be, of where he's at. I should have prayed before this. We'll pray at the end. And then we also have the Make More Money podcast. That's also, that one we're actually having, one of the girls who's building her brands, who's head of one of our consultants, she's going to run it. And our past client that you might remember, Angela Duncan, who owns a business insurance company, she's going to be running one of our Make More Money podcasts. So we're still going to keep the podcast, put it out weekly. We actually might have Allison interview. I'm going to interview her on the podcast. And that way, when you have the collaboration from it, you can make multiple content. Okay, that's why I said if I had to break through the noise, I would start a podcast right away. I said this the other day on a piece of content. I would start a podcast. Okay, I would then create an ebook and put it in the description. All right, and then I would run a webinar once you build an audience. Okay, which we're doing webinars every 2 weeks now that we're coming back. The Make More Money podcast, a template or affiliate program. So it's kind of like an affiliate program. It's a sponsored podcast. Ken, I like you being I'll answer that question at the end. We'll go through that. All right, we're almost done here. So connect with Kokomo J Live. So what this is going to be is as we build out this Kokomo J's brand. So it's going to be a members only club. You guys are kind of like grandfathered in as this is getting built out, right? So just like the Soho House, at the Fontainebleau, there's a Soho House right next door. If you guys can make it to Expo events, we've literally been pounding the pavement, getting the most Rolodex people to be in here. This is a phenomenal event. I'll click on it. I'll show you guys in a second for it. If you go to exproevents.com or look the link in the bio, you'll see it. It's an amazing event. Ed Milet, Bedros Koulian, Mutsawagi, myself, Rinder Kimboj, Jen Gottlieb, Robert Hershevek, my man. I gave him an award in LA, and now I get to see him again at this event, and a lot of other people. Okay, I'll get the Game Bread Fighter. And then I call it the Credit Conference. It's Lambo Drew's August 3rd. I'll be sharing at that as well. And then our next workshop, I believe, we might move it. It's July 27th. It's going to be right in here. We just had a whole bunch of people in here. And this actually hosts another mastermind as well. They asked if they could use our space. And they are. And I'll probably share out their mastermind coming up soon, too. So upcoming opportunities to engage. So July 22nd, I'm also going to be running, and we might do this as an automated webinar. Expo event, I don't think it's going to be recorded. I don't know if it will be recorded. I'll have to check on that. I don't think so. I mean, they have all the camera. I'll have to check on that. It probably will be. Multifamily real estate webinar. So discover investment strategies for multifamily properties. I may automate this. I might record this on Sunday, and you guys show up at 6 p.m. It might be a auto. I can show you the slides of a webinar. It's a winning webinar. That webinar has made $10,000, $100,000. This webinar right here, we're customizing. I'm a part founder in Finance Insider, own equity in it. So we're running that while Robert's away. You guys might have seen that before. Whoops. And then, whoops, let's go down here. So ongoing. So new roadmap with Josh Nelson. I went over this last week. Josh Nelson owns a whole mastermind we were at. We got a whole new roadmap where there's some tangible. This is a great thing you guys should do. We have a positive that if I hit a certain number, I get to reward myself with a few things. If I hit a negative, I have to do some pretty bad stuff, which we'll share it in the inner circle as we go. And then our regular workshops, we're going to be doing every Thursday at 3. Well, we noticed the 7 o'clock time works for the 9 to 5ers who are trying to make money, but actually the business owners, about 2 to 3 o'clock, they're more likely to go on here. So what we're doing is we're pulling a couple times. We're going to switch this, whether it's Thursday in the afternoon or it's going to be a Tuesday night at 7 or something. We might switch this time as well. Okay. So your next steps are schedule, mark your calendar for the upcoming events, Expo events. I'm going to click on one and show it right before we go out of here. Subscribe to our LinkedIn newsletter. Just search me, Jeff J. Cunningham, and you'll hit subscribe on there and connect to reach out for personalized strategy sessions where we have all the people in here. So let me just click on this event quick. This is the main event here. And they have added in here. It's August 7th night at the Fontainebleau, Miami. He built this stage. He has a stage at X now. You can watch all this later on here. But it's interactive workshop sessions is really what's different about it. As a real 90-day execution playbook. So you leave with a complete strategy. Plus, we're going to combine events and do post-event support to implement it over the next quarter so you don't feel left out. Unfiltered conversation with the sharks. We can ask questions and pitch your deals to them. No upsell guaranteed, which is amazing. It's the heart of the event. What you see is what you get, pitch free. And then real life case studies. And then you get a private curated room. Okay. So they have tickets right now are 50% off as low as $497. This is the X stage. And there's all the guys, my man, Robert, Ed Milet, Kevin Harrington, Melissa, and Asona people. And then there's multiple people coming in. And I helped pack it out last time. So I hope to see some of the faces in here. A lot of these people I brought that are right in here. Okay. So without further ado, go to expro.com. Now I'm going to stop sharing this and I'm going to go right into this here.